This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We are discussing about joins, right? What is the purpose of a join? When can we join two tables? And what are the other points need to know? So all we discussed yesterday, right? And so we discussed about what is inner join, what is outer join. So these are the most joins that are heavily used in all the SQL. So whether you go to big data, whether you go to data science, or you go to Power BI, or you go to anywhere Python, wherever you want to implement the joins with the data. So especially we're going to be using inner join as well as outer join. Clear? Let us understand some more queries on this and we'll discuss about cross join and self join as well. Right. So these are the things that we discussed yesterday. Right? The first question is 1, 2, 3 null and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 null null. Number of rows in inner join, number of rows in left join. So the answer is already we discussed, right? So number of rows here 1 into 1 and 1 into 1. You will have two rows and 2 into 2 and 2 into 2, two more rows and 3 into 3 and 3 into 3, right? So it is 6 rows, 6 inner join plus 1 unmatched data, 6 plus 1, 7 rows, number of left join, and here this side we have two unmatched data. So 6 is the matched plus 2, it is 8 rows for the right join, and full join is 6 matched data, 1 unmatched data this side plus 1, and plus 2 unmatched data this side, 6 plus 1, 7, and 2, total is 9. Okay, number of rows in full join is 9 rows. Clear? So this is the answer that you must have it with you. The next one is, uh, let us understand number of rows here as well. 1 into 1 and you have 1 into 1, right? So 1 comma 1, again 1 comma 1, right? And 1 comma 1, again 1 comma 1. So you have 1 comma 1, 1 comma 1. Total 4 rows for 1. Again 2 into 2 and 2 into 2. 2 into 2, 2 into 2. Again, you have 4 more rows. 4 plus 4, 8 rows are matched data. So, number of rows in inner join is 8 and plus 2 unmatched data. So, 8 plus 2, 10 will be your answer for the second query. Number of rows left join is 10. Number of rows right join is also 10 because here matched data plus unmatched data in the left data set, that is 2, 10. Number of rows in full join, matched data 2 plus 2 and plus 2 because this side 2, this side 2, we have 8 plus 2, 10, and total number of rows is 12 for the full join. Am I clear? So this is your answer. Okay. So you will be able to get many questions like this. You should be able to practice them without fail. Am I clear? And these are compulsorily asked questions in all interviews. Clear, guys? So that's very, very important. Now, list the names of the account holders and their product names. Okay. So list the names of the account holders. Now let me go use iBank. Okay. So you should know which table to use to get the data. So we have account master table. Why there is account master table and I need the product names. Product names are available in a table called the product master table, right? So let me use one more table that is P master. So that is the naming convention I have used. So this is the table. So I wanted to know product customer name and the product name. I don't need the product ID. So I can join these two tables as A master AM join P master, okay, as PM. Common column is on AM dot product ID is equivalent to PM dot product ID. I will be able to get the complete data. This is the first table data and these two columns from the second table. But I don't need all the data. I need only the data with customer name, that is, name of the customer, and the P name, product name. So let me say product name. So I need only this data. That's it. So I need the name of the customer and the product name. Bilin has taken savings bank account. Simrit has taken loan. Bhaskar has taken fixed deposit. So these are the different accounts. Recurring deposit, fixed deposit. So instead of having the product, so what I have joined with the P master. Then instead of a star, star means all columns from both tables, all the tables, right? So I don't need all the data. I wanted to have customer name and the product name. That is the query. List the names of the account holders and their product names. So I have used a old syntax, 1970s syntax, comma, this, where account master product ID is equivalent to p master dot product ID. Am I clear? So this is the query. The next query is find out customer name wise, transaction type wise, number of transactions. You must know customer name is available in account master table, transactions, cash deposit, cash withdrawal. So those are available in, transaction master. I wanted to know each customer wise number of transactions. For example, billion we have how many transaction cash deposit she has done it so far, how many cash withdrawal she has done it so far. I wanted to have customer wise. Again, Bhaskar Jogi, how many cash deposits I have done it, how many cash withdrawals I have done it so far. Clear? So I wanted to use two tables. So always you have to identify what are the tables that we must use it. Clear? So you need to go to that table first. Okay, this is the table, is one table from where I can get the customer name. But I need transaction type wise. So transaction type is available in the transaction master table, right? When you go to iBank database and when you go to tables, you should be able to know there's a table called transaction master table, right? So I think you have inserted a lot of data. So the first column is automatic number. The next column is data devotee transaction. When you're doing the transaction, account ID, branch in which you're doing a transaction type wise. What is the common column between these two? Account ID and account ID. This is a foreign key and this is a primary key, right? So I can join these two tables. So joining is pretty much easy. How to join? So already we discussed, right? So let me say account master as A or AM join. Join means inner join only. Or if you have it, little more time, you can say inner join, inner space join with this table, right? As you can give TM, but you can give on condition am dot account id is equivalent to tm dot account id. You need to join these two tables and get all the data from both tables. See, you will be able to see this is the data coming from first table, still status, right? Transaction number and a devotee, this is the data coming from the second table. So matching data based on 101 and 101. Have you seen this? So this is the data is getting matched. The complete number of rows are, you can see 550 rows are available. This is inner join. So Billion has done lot many transactions. What kind of a transactions he has done it? Cash deposit and cash withdrawal. But I wanted to know Customer name wise. Wise means I told you, you must use group by clause. Group by name and see, clearly read this query. Customer name wise. Wise means group by clause. Transaction type wise. One more group by. Okay. Now there is a transaction type column that is here. Transaction type wise. Number of means it is count star. Control C, Control V. We need to use count star. Number of transactions they're doing. Execute this query. That's it. Now you see each and everybody is doing these many number of transactions. Okay. So Bilin has done total 39 cash deposits. And Chaitanya, these many cash deposits. Javed, 5 cash deposits. Kajal, 2 cash deposits. Like that. Again, Ishwar is cash withdrawals. So Bilin, these many cash withdrawals so far done it. This is the query. So the query is very, very simple. So I wanted to know, find out customer name wise, transaction type wise, number of transactions. So I wanted to join the data. After joining it, so what columns I wanted to use? Wise means I told you, you blindly use group by clause, group by name, group by transaction type, whatever it is there in the group by clause, same thing has to be there in the selector clause plus aggregate function. So they need number of transaction means blindly you put count star as count. Am I clear? But if they ask you number of transaction done in the last month or number of transaction done in the current month or last year, current year, if you wanted to implement the same thing, for example, I wanted to know number of transaction done in the last month or last year. So, you know that in this number of transactions done in the last month means you need to go to DOT, not DOO. DOO is the number of accounts opened, but not number of accounts. This is number of accounts opened. This is the number of transactions done in the last month. You need to take this column. Clear? So I have to go and use where last month means a date diff. Okay. And last month means and dot comma get date. So current month means 0. Clear? So dot current month means 0. Number of transaction done in the current month. Okay. Number of transaction done in the current month, nothing. Last month means 1. Last month means 1. So only these people have done. Last month, Bilin has done 5 and Chaitanya has done 1 and Bilin has done this one. So no other customer has done any transaction. Clear? This is last month. If they say last year means you need to go YY. Current year means 0. So current year, how many people have done, how many transactions have done so far by each and every customer. So this is the data. I don't have anything. But if I need to have for the last year means it is YY DOT get date. So you must use like this. Clear? Last year, these many transactions have been done. Clear, guys? So all these things are pretty much easy for you to understand. So current month, last month, current quarter, current week, last week. Current week means WW, it is 0. It is a current week. Clear? Last week means it is 1. That's it. I don't have anything as of now. So, with the help of a date diff, you can get all these things. How many people have done the transactions today? DD is equivalent to 0. How many people have done the transactions today? And I need name wise, transaction type wise. I don't have data, but in the real time, you will be able to see millions of transactions on a given day, right? So it is a date that is today. And how many transactions done so far yesterday? Yesterday means DD and 1, not minus 1. Okay, it is 1. So nobody has done the transactions yesterday. But if I modify the data, I will be able to get the data. Where you need to modify, in which table you need to modify? You need to modify this date, DOT, not DOO. This date you need to modify. When you modify some date, you will be able to see lot of data in this as well. Clear? So after joining, you can apply where clause, group by clause, whatever you wanted to apply. Clear? I unfortunately, I don't have any data. I wanted to know how many people have done last year. This is the one. Okay. But so people will ask you, not last year, current year, everything. They'll ask you the same thing, but done in the year 2011. So they will give you 1 year. They will give you 1 year, specific year. Okay. So they wanted to know name wise, transaction type wise, blah, 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 but done in the year 2011. So you need to use what is called as a date part YYDOT. Okay. So specific date they're saying in 2011 means you need to use like this. So date part is the function. If they ask you how many people have done the transactions in the month of May 2011 or in 2011, or how many people have done in 20, 10. If they ask you specific year, so then you must use a date part. If they ask you current year, last year, yesterday, today, current month, last 2 years, all these things can be achieved with the help of date diff. Clear? So if they give you specific year, you must use a date part. Okay. So this is the query I have to use it. How the execution is going to happen? People would ask you. So how the execution, which query will get, which clause will get executed first? Always from clause. From clause will take the data from here. From clause will take the data from here. It is going to be joining based on these conditions. If 1 and 1 is matching and 2 and 2 is matching, it will get all the data. After getting the data, where clause is applied, it is going to be filtering the data. Clear? After joining, it is going to be filtering the data based on this one. Clear? And later, it is going to be grouping. So after grouping, aggregation. After aggregation, display with select a clause. So from clause and always joins are going to be executed because from clause will have a join, right? So first from clause will get executed. From clause has a join now. So joins are going to be executed now. After joins, where clause is going to be eliminating the data. After elimination, then a group by clause is going to be grouping the data, and after that aggregation is going to be happening. Then at the last display, printing is going to be happening with the help of a select is going to print the data, display the data. Clear? So the execution also you should know clearly. Clear? So that's very, very important. Am I clear? Which table I should use it, and how to write this kind of a queries are you should know, and how many tables we must join, that also you should know. Clear? If you know that domain knowledge, then writing this is very, very easy, because banking domain we are aware of this domain, so you know this query easily. But if you're unaware of domain, then it will be very, very difficult for you to understand, because understanding technology is always easy. Learning SQL Server is easy. Learning Python is easy. Learning anything is easy. But applying this technology on a business domain is difficult, right? So application of knowledge is what is called wisdom, or whatever. Application of, whatever you know it. So that is very, very important to use it. If you don't use it, then it is a waste of time. So software is everywhere, right? You need to use this software in healthcare domain. You must use this software in banking domain, insurance domain. Now you tell me, anywhere, for example, tomorrow you work for a banking, what you do? You create a table, insert the data, and write the queries. And you come out from that company, you work for a in a hotel industry. What do? Again, you take the data, you create table, you insert the data. So your The roles and responsibilities will not change. Whether you work for a medical insurance company, whether you work for a hotel industry, or you work for a big airlines company, our roles and responsibilities will not change. Will it change? For example, I am a trainer. I will teach something in India. If I come to America, I'm also a trainer there. I will also teach the same subject there. So whether I work for a company called X or company called Y, in X company I'll be teaching MSBA. In Y company also I will teach MSBA. If not MSBA, SQL Server. If not SQL Server, Python. So my roles and responsibilities will not change, right? If you work for a, for tomorrow you work for a company called Accenture. So what is that? Accenture will have a lot of projects. Your roles and responsibilities are, storing the data, inserting the data, loading the data, deleting the data, writing these queries. So your roles and responsibilities will not change. Will it change? For example, you're a chef in a company, big chef. What you do? You're going to be preparing a dishes, right? So you may add one or two dishes extra, but what is your roles and responsibilities? The same thing. Whatever so far you are cooking, the same thing you're going to be cooking for a entire life. Whether you work for America, whether you work for India, you know some dishes. Only those dishes you're going to be preparing forever, right? So you change the country, you change the hotel, you change the whatever you wanted to change it, you can change it. But end of the day, what you do? You take the food, you slice the food, you boil the food, you add some spices to that, you prepare a dish. So you change the country or you change the hotel. What are the responsibility? Again, get the dish and cut the pieces and marinate it and do. Nothing will change. Clear? So end of the day, technology will not change. It is a technology learning is only one time. The difficulty is going to start. You need to understand the business. Why the table has been created like this? What is the data they're storing in this, this one? What is the data I need to get from where? When you join the company, technology will not be anymore a challenge for you, a difficulty for you, because technology is limited. Technology, if you know this, what is a group by clause, what is a joins, that's it. You don't have anything else. There is no other things. Technology is limited. But what is the difficulty? When you have so much of a data, when you have so much data, the difficulty starts. For example, you know how to do bike ride. So bike ride is only that much. But a bike ride on the mountains is difficult. Bike ride on a heavy traffic or heavy rains is difficult. The problem because of the environment. Bike ride is not difficult. Bike ride is very, very easy if there is no traffic, there is no mountains, and roads are good, everything is good, no rains, and very, very easy. Bike riding is easy. But why it will become difficult? Because the environment in which you're applying the bike ride. So you're doing on top of the mountains. That is where the difficulty starts. Or you have heavy traffic, or the roads are very bad. Clear? Or you have heavy rains. These are called a domain or environment in which you're working. Clear, guys? That's very, very important. So tomorrow when you join the company, technology will not be a big problem for you. Am I clear? That's one. List names of the account holders who deposited cash and their product names. Now you need to analyze how many tables I should join. List names of the account holders. So you know that you should use account master table. Fantastic. Who deposited cash? So where is this information available? This is available in the transaction master table, and their product names. Product names are available in a table called product master table. So I need to join three tables: account master, transaction master plus product master. So first you try joining. Okay. So join all the tables. Select star from account master table as A or AM, whatever you want to have, with the transaction master table as a T. On condition is important. A dot account ID I have given as A. Sometimes people will not give you as also, as is not compulsory. They simply say account master A join transaction master T. A dot account ID is equivalent to T dot account ID. So Two tables have been joined. So I can have transaction this one and what is the query? The query is list the account holders and who deposited cash. So who deposited cash means Billen has done cash withdrawal and Simrat has done cash, withdrawal. Deposited cash means I wanted to use where transaction type is equivalent to cash deposit. After joining, I wanted to eliminate the cash withdrawals and check deposits. When I execute, I will be able to get some less data. I have a 550 rows here. Let me execute. You are getting 161 rows. So, who deposited cash? And only these people have deposited cash. Have you seen this? And this is done. But what I need their product names. Product names means product name is available in one more table. You must use join P master, product master. So I have joined these two tables. I wanted to join this table. So join P master and on I can say as P on P dot product ID, and this table can be joined with the account master table, right? Because account master table is a product ID. So A dot account product ID. Okay, you can join this and try to execute them. So I need a customer name who deposited cash and the product name. I need customer name and product name. That's it. Who deposited cash means where clause. This is the final query. Clear? Customer name, product name only for those people who have deposited cash. But if you see carefully, you're getting a lot of duplicated data. If you see carefully, so lot of duplicates. Why? So many people you have done cash deposits. So your name is appearing in multiple times. See now, for example, casual fixed deposit and Simret is showing multiple times. Rajiv is showing why, but multiple times he has done the cash deposit. But what is the query? Query is list the names of account holders who deposited cash and they're the product names. If you have done the cash deposit for 1,000 times, your name will appear 1,000 times. But I don't need 1,000 times to display. I must use without duplicates. I must use a distinct. Clear? So you're getting 161 data, but lot of duplicated data when you execute it. Now this is the perfect query. You are having only 26 rows. Clear? This is the data. You must go here, copy. You should be able to go, and this is the perfect data. Only these people have done the transactions, cash deposit for in the bank. Clear? So you should not have any duplicate data, but unfortunately we have duplicate data. Clear? If you want to remove the duplicate data, now inside SQL, you have inside Excel sheet, you can go to data, you can say remove duplicates. Clear? You can select this data, select this data. This is in Excel style. Excel is going to delete all the duplicate data. You select this data, now you go to from home to where data and remove duplicates. So you say remove duplicates, click on OK. Now 135 duplicates values have been removed, 26 values remain. So beautifully Excel is also doing. So this is Excel way of doing it. So this is SQL way of doing it. Clear? So different tools can do differently. You should also know. You should also test it whether how many data, how many rows we are getting. You can just count. You're able to get 26 rows. Okay. So you can also see 26 rows you're able to get here as well. Okay. So this is the same data. If you wanted to remove any duplicates, so Excel is going to give you a good provision. So data, there is a slab called remove duplicates. Clear? So Excel is also very good RDBMS tool, very good SQL tool, very good reporting tool. but everything, you need to, without programming, you should be able to write a lot of things. But here we have to write a program or a command. Am I clear? So this is the a final query that you need to give. So always writing the query is important, and checking. If you find a duplicate data, you must use a distinct and write it. If you don't check and submit the query, then your manager will kick you off. Okay. So that means you are not testing the query results properly. Then he'll ask you, why are you showing a duplicate data? I need simply names, but I never asked you to show the duplicate data, right? So if the customer has done multiple time, means you need to use a distinct. Clear? So distinct is very, very important in this case. Now, joining two tables, so we discussed all these things, right? Left outer join, full outer join. So if I wanted to use two tables with the left outer join, what will happen? For example, I wanted to know left join. Select. Let me take the same query, and I don't want to waste my time. Instead of using this join, I'll say left join, and let me use a star. Star means what? All columns. Okay, but what join I'm using? It is a common column left join. So all the data from the account master table and transaction master table will be taken. Matched data plus unmatched data from the account master table will be there in your result set. Let me execute it. Okay, so this is the data. So I'm able to get all the matching data plus unmatched data from the left data set. When you go down, have you seen all these are nulls? All these are nulls. From this is the data which is unmatched data. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning is these people have opened the account, then no transactions are done yet. No transaction. This is the columns coming from the second. This is the second table columns. If you see carefully, this is the first, this one. So total number of rows are this much, matched data and plus unmatched data. I wanted to get only the unmatched data. Left join will give you what data? Matched data plus unmatched data, right? You will be able to see matched data plus unmatched data. But what I need purely unmatched data. So how can we get purely unmatched data? Where you can take any one column from the second table. For example, we have a transaction number which is getting annulled. So you need to say where transaction number, you must not write equals to null. This is completely wrong because null cannot be compared with equals to operator. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. So you must say is null. Okay. So to get only unmatched data, to get unmatched data, unmatched rows, okay, unmatched rows, you should be able to say, you take one column from the second table and you say is null. Clear? So these are the people who did not do any transaction. Clear? So if you need only the names of the people, you can write name. Okay, so you can execute it. So these are the guys, these are the 29 people out of total data. We have 64 rows. Out of 64 rows, out of 64 rows, we are having, let me write account ID also here. So let me execute this first. And these many people did not do any transaction. Out of 64, I wanted to know their account ID as well. Okay, when I'm writing account ID and try to execute it, it is giving me an error. What is it? Is saying ambiguity column name account ID. Why ambiguity column name? It is telling me, let me remove this and put star. When I execute this query, this is the complete data I'm getting. unmatched data, right? So there is account ID here and there is account ID here as well. Okay, there is account ID here, there is account ID here as well. So let me forget about this one, execute this. There is account ID here, there is account ID here. Okay, if you write account ID here, only account ID you want to get it, nothing else. And try to execute this, it will give you an error. What is the error you will get it? Ambiguity error. Ambiguity means SQL server is getting confused from which table I should get the account ID data, because account ID is available in both tables. Account ID is available in both tables. SQL server is getting confused from which table I should get account ID. Should I get from this one? Should I get from this one? For example, you have a room number one and room number two. Room number one as apple, room number two as a banana. So I ask you, hey, Simret, you get banana. You go to wherever the banana is there, you will get it. So room number one is apple, room number two is banana. I say, hey, go and get the banana. You will go to room number two and get banana. There's no confusion. So let me give you one more scenario. I have apple and banana in room number one, and room number two have banana. Now I'll ask Simret, hey Simret, can you get me banana? No, she is confusing because both rooms are having banana. She will ask me, sir, which room I need to go and get the banana? Because banana is available in room number one and room number two. So when I say get banana, Simret is getting confused. She is asking ambiguity error. Ambiguity means Simret, she does not know from where go and get the banana. So that is what is SQL server is also confusing. So I need to tell that you go to room number two, get banana, or you go to room number one, get banana. So I need to say account ID where I should go. You can say go to first table. So the first table name is A because I have given alias as A. Then you can execute this. Or or you can say you can go to room number two. What is room number two? Room number two is now T master. Go to this table, get. So either of them you can use it. Clear? If the same column is available in multiple tables, you must prefix the table alias. Clear? So you can say, if I need name of the people who did not do any transaction, means this one will come. But when I say a dot account ID, then it is going to work. If I don't give a dot account ID, then this will give you a issue ambiguity column. So A is account ID is available in both tables. So these are the people who did not do any transactions, but we have some more people who have done the transaction. Out of 64, these 29 guys did not do any transactions at all. Am I clear? So how to get a purely unmatched data? People would ask you. So this will give me matched data plus unmatched data. How do you get unmatched data? So then you need to say, take any column from the second table, write is null. Okay, that is non-null column. Non-null column, you can take it and say is null. So that will give you a better clarity. Am I clear? So unmatched data. So this query also will give you who did not do any transactions yet. Okay, so these are the people, they have opened the accounts but no transactions done yet. Clear? Am I clear? So all these things can be done with the help of joins and everything. So list the names of the account holders who did not do any transaction. I have taken date. Date means a DOT column, not date column. This is a DOT. Any column you can take from the second table. Second table, any column you should be able to take it. There is no issue at all. Clear? But from the second table, take a non-null column. If the column contains nulls, then we have an issue, right? Because already it is containing a nulls. So you don't take those column. You take one column that, because the DOT has to be filled in with the date. and the transaction number is automatic, and the transaction type is also, it has to has data. So any column which is not accepting the nulls, take that column, you say is null. Clear? So if you need matched data, so you can say is not null, is null, is not null. These are the people have done the transactions. Okay, total 64 guys, right? So you have a lot of duplicate data. Again, when you have duplicate data, what you must apply? You must apply distinct. So out of 64 guys, these people have done the transaction. 35 people have done the transaction. All these things you can do the checking like this. Copy headers and go. And these people have done the transactions. Okay. These people have done the transactions, and remaining people did not do. Who's remaining people? You can say, take this query. So these people did not do any transaction. You copy these numbers, copy with headers. Now you go there. Now you should be able to put these guys. Okay. So these are the people who did not do any transaction. You can have the serial number. Okay. So you can have 1, 2, and you can see total number of counts. Simply drag and drop. So you have these many people, 35 people, have, done the transactions. These people did not do any transaction. So serial number, you can have 1, 2, and go to this corner and drag, and automatically the continue numbers, okay? The continuity will be there. Total 29. 29 plus 35. 29 plus 35, how much it is? You can say select 29 plus 35. 64 rows. Have you seen this? So all these things can be done. All these things to be tested. So if you have 64 rows, these many people have done the transactions. These many people did not do any transactions yet. Clear? So all these things it can be done. Is null, is not null, equals to symbol will not work with the null. Remember this forever. It is not going to work. So you must use what is null, is not null. So these are the things. The next one is cross join and self join. What is a cross join? We'll discuss now. Cross join is very, very simple. Let me discuss. Now you go to paint. Let us understand Cartesian product or cross join. I have a table A, I have a table B, or you can say data set A, data set B. People will be calling as I have a table, but now people are calling this as a data set. Clear? So this is a data set A, this is a data set B. I have two data sets or two tables. Now I have some data, one, two, three, four, some data I have it. Clear? And here, let me have some more data. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. I have some data. Now, if I go in for a cross join, okay, if I go in for a cross join, what happens? I will be able to get 1 into 1, this one and this one. And this element is going to be matching with this as well. This is going to matching with this. This element is matching with this, and all the elements are going to match like that. 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 5, and 2 into 6, and 2 into 7, and 4 into 1, and 4 into 2, and 4 into 5. It is not matching, doesn't match, doesn't need. So this kind of things it will not check. Simply all elements are not going are going to map with all the elements of the opposite table. Clear? So this is what is called a cross join. So total four rows you have, and you have one, two, three, four, five rows, five data elements. Four into five, four into five, you should be able to get 20 rows. This is what is called cross join. Cross join does not need any common column. Cross join does not need any common column. So this is what is called a cross join. So how to get all the data? For example, so what is the syntax? Very, very simple. Select star from the account master table. Okay, normally we say join. So no join is required. Simply put comma, transaction master table. You put like this. If you put comma, don't write any where clause on condition. This is what is called a cross join syntax. There is no common column is required. Number of rows are available here and number of rows are available there. So these many big combination you're going to be getting it. Now you see you have a 64 rows and you have 550 rows. So 64 into 550, you have 64 rows, okay, into you have in the table 550 rows. 64 into 550, number of rows are this much. This is the total combination. Okay, so you will be able to see this much of a data in this. Have you seen this? The last is 35,200. Have you seen this? So it does not need any common column. This is the syntax. Okay. Either you write like this or you can say simply cross join. This is also one more syntax. Okay. So let me execute. So you will be able to get 35,200. Have you seen the cross join syntax? Either you can put a cross join or you can simply put a comma. So this is the syntax of cross join. It is also called as a Cartesian product. Clear? Number of rows in first table into number of rows in second table. Why are we going to use this join? Because there is no purpose, right? Because billion is going to get the data of the other customers. There is no purpose, but there is no purpose to create a dummy data. For example, I would like to get some data into create into one more table, say transactions. So customers and transactions, some dummy data I would like to create, dump all this data like this. So otherwise, there is no use at all in this banking example. But in the real time, we are going to use cross join heavily. In the real time, we are going to use cross join heavily. Let me give you where exactly we're going to be using. In the real time, many cases we're going to be using. One is that I told you to create dummy data. Okay, I need lot of data. So one table into two table, I'll say cross join, I'll get 35,000, 40,000 rows at a time to create dummy data. Let me give you one more example. Let me take a student table. Let me take a subject table. Okay, in the real time, where exactly we're going to be using this students table. Student spelling is wrong, right? So students and subjects. Now we have, let us say, John and we have Nitish. These are the two guys and writing lot of examinations, Java and SQL, and they wanted to go in for Python. Okay, so they are having these three subjects. Now I wanted to know what are the marks for John in Java, John SQL marks, John Python marks. This is a cross join. Nitish Java marks, Nitish SQL marks, Nitish Python marks. Have you seen? So this is what is called a cross join only. No inner join, no common column is required, nothing is required. I wanted to know John Java marks, John SQL marks, John Python marks, Nitish Java. So this is exactly we're going to be using in the real time. So this is one. So if you see complete data, for example, I wanted to have a year and you have car models, or you can say year numbers this side. You have models of the cars that side, right? So let us say in 2010 and 2012, something like this, you can take couple of years. And what is the sales of the Benz? What is the sales of BMW? What is the sales of Ford? So you must be able to see 2010 Benz sales, 2000 10 BMW sales. Clear? So this is the 2012 Benz sales. This is this. Clear? So this is what is also called as a, in our mathematics, this is called metrics, right? So what is a metric? So if you go to mathematics, so you will be able to see a report like this. 2012, we will write like this: BMW, and Bench. Okay, and what is the sales we'll be able to fill. And 2010, what is the sales? 2011, what is the sales? 2012, what is the sales? This is a 3 by 2 matrix. You will be able to fill the data. The 120 cars have been sold, 360 cars have been sold, this one, uh, this many number of cars have been sold. Clear? So like that, all these are metrics data. This is one thing, this is one thing. Number of source data is available here. So all combination: 2010 BMW, 2010 Benz, 2011 BMW, 2011 Benz, 2012 BMW, 2012 Benz. So this is how we are going to be showing in the report, and this is how mathematically this is a cross join. Clear? So this is what is called a cross join. Lot of reports, we are going to be using a cross join only, but you never know that this is a cross join. Clear? So when you execute like this, you understand that this is a useless join. But when you see this kind of a data, you understand that it is a beautifully used in many cases, especially in the reporting side. Especially in the reporting side, we create lot of reports like this. So if you see carefully, this is what is called matrix report, and this is what is called a cross tab, cross join, or called as a Cartesian product. Am I clear? So tomorrow we'll discuss about self join. Am I clear, guys? Do you have any question to ask? So what is a cross join? And the cross join always will give you Cartesian product result set is the number of rows in the first table multiplied by the number of rows in the second table. Number of rows: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 into 5, 25 rows you will be able to get it. Cross join, or it is also called as a Cartesian product. In the real time, we are going to be using in many cases. Clear? One more thing is left, that is self join, that we'll discuss tomorrow. Am I clear? Cross join syntax is very, very simple. Either you can put comma or you can write cross join. One of the interviewer asked me, if I put comma, what will happen? If I write a cross join, what will happen? Will I get the same data or different data? It is same data. You are able to get 35,800 data. You can see the number in this. Or instead of cross join, you can also put comma. So this is also fine. No common column is required. So you should be able to get 35,200 rows. Have you seen this? So whether you put, a comma, cross join doesn't matter. Clear? You should not say in single, and don't call me sir, it is not working. So carefully you need to write cross space join. You should not write a single word like this, and don't call me sir, my cross join is not working. Right? So it is a two words. So be clear and try to do all these practices. And if you have any questions, you are welcome, guys.
Sir, if you are using three tables in cross-gen, how can we do it?
Now you made it very simple, right? You can say cross join, put comma, and say P master, right?
I mean, what is the dependency of this? Earlier we have account master and transaction master. Then
There is
we'll
no
do the
dependency.
account master.
Cross,
Yes,
cross the number. So this into this, you will get some data plus this,
yes.
whatever be the data that you are getting, that into this, it will get multiplied.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Now 64 into this, and product master, we have 4 rows into 4. Okay. So when you say into 4, you will be able to get this much is the combination. So total, this is the data you should be able to get it. Now it is taking a lot of time. Have you seen this? Now 140,800, 140,800. Have you seen this number? This number is
Right,
also
sir.
so this into this into this. Very good. Okay. So you can say cross join or you can put also com. You can put one more table and you keep on writing. Very good. Nice. Any question, guys?